Hi, kindergartners. It's Mrs. Remillard. I am going to do a science experiment with you guys today. So, the things you will need is some conditioner. So, any kind is fine. If you have some left over from the shower, you can use that one, or you can go to the store and just buy a cheap hair conditioner. The other thing you'll need is cornstarch, and optional, you can get some food dye coloring if you would like. You can also use a little bit of paint if you have that as well. So anything to make it another color. My experiment here will have some sort of green to it. So I'm going to try to change that color, adding some other food coloring to it. So today we are going to make cloud dough. I don't know if you guys have made this before, but it's really fun texture. It's kind of like a Play-Doh, but it's really soft. And when you use the conditioner, it smells really good. So if you want to find a scent that you really like, lavender works really well for our friends who need a little relaxation. So for parents, if you want a suggestion, lavender shampoo or lavender conditioner, would work really well. So I have here a pie crust pan, just ceramic dish to use. So you guys can use whatever you'd like, a bowl, tray, whatever you want to use. So I'm going to just pour a little bit of the corn, a little bit more than that, a little cornstarch in there, if you can see that. And then I'm going to squeeze some of my conditioner in, okay? I'm sure there's a recipe for this, but I'm just going to mix it up and play around with it until it gets to a dough. So this is kind of the fun part of the experiment, is to play around with it and see if you can get to the right consistency of the dough. Okay, so once you get to that, you'll actually have a clump. You should be able to clump it all up. So I'm just mixing it up with my hands. If you want to use a spoon, you may do that as well. I like getting a little messy, so and it helps me to find the right texture to it. So I definitely need more conditioner. So you'll probably need more conditioner than cornstarch. So maybe a half a cup of conditioner to 1 cup, or sorry, I said that wrong. A half a cup of cornstarch to 1 cup of the conditioner. So you're just going to keep mixing it up until you get a dough. It's hard to do when you're trying to keep one hand clean, so I can still touch the computer if needed. So, all right, I put too much conditioner, so I need to put some more cornstarch in. All right, so I add a little more. I'm going to keep mixing it up. Hopefully we'll get to a good consistency here that we can make it into a dough ball. So it's getting a little bit better, able to make more of a clump. I think part of the problem is my hand is getting quite messy. So let me see if I can scrape some of that off. All right, it's getting a little bit better. It's still a little gooey. It shouldn't be that gooey. So we're going to add some more cornstarch to it. And I'm actually going to put a little cornstarch in my hand to get some of this dough off, because the cornstarch helps to get all that stickiness off of my hands. So I'm going to try to do that. But again, science is kind of fun to play with when we do these experiments. I don't give a recipe all the time because I like to play around with it, and you guys can make it your own fun at home. So if you're afraid of messes, maybe do this outside so that all your messes will be outdoors rather than inside, because if you look at my table right now, I have lots of cornstarch everywhere. But cornstarch is easy to clean, so it's not so bad. All right, it looks like I think I might have gotten a good dough here. So it looks kind of like, it feels almost like a pizza dough. So if you've ever made your own pizza dough or played with some dough like that, it kind of feels like that kind of a consistency. I wish you could smell this because it smells like kiwi. That cucumber kiwi smell, it's so yummy. All right, so there's my dough. You can see that. I'll try to give you a good shot. So you should be able to pick it up and play with it. It's super soft. It has a little bit of a light green tint to it right now, so I'm going to add a little bit of color to it. And let's see if I can get some of this dough off my fingers still. All right, so let's see what color I have in here. Oh, I actually have like a lime green color, so I'm going to just dab a few colors on here. I did about 5 drops. And then you might want to be a little bit more careful and just fold it in. I'm folding the dough so that it doesn't, let's see if I can move my camera down a little bit so you can see my bowl. There we go. So I'm folding it and just keep folding it around. And you can see some of the color getting mixed in. You might need a little more cornstarch to get the color mixed in. Let's see, we'll put a little bit more on here so it's easier to maneuver. So I'm going to keep mixing it up. It's almost looking like a little bit of a tie-dye, if you can see that. I definitely would need more color, but again, you guys can play around with that however you would like. If you want more color, you put more drops in. You want just a little bit of a tint, and the more you play with it, the more it mixes up. Okay? So this is cloud dough. I hope you guys enjoy making it. It's very easy, few ingredients, so that's always good. Things that you might just find in your house. And I hope you guys have fun.